Good morning, everyone. I hope you guys are having a great morning. It is, what time is it? 11. And I am just laying here in bed, and I don't want to get up out of bed and start my day. Can you believe that? I don't want to start the day because I know all the stuff that I have to deal with. And I'm just laying here. Wait a minute. Let me turn my sound machine off. Okay, so that's better. Now you should be able to hear me a whole lot better. Okay, so the first thing that I need to do after I've prayed, and I already did that, of course, because you guys know I like to tithe my time. I need to stretch. I need to get out of bed. I need to stretch, take my hormones, and then I need to head over to the bathroom. Wow, it's really dark. All right, so we need to head over to the bathroom. And you know what we need to do? We need to get on the scale, and we need to see what in the world is going on. What progress have I made? So let's head over to the bathroom. All right, y'all. Let's go in here and get this scale out. Okay, so here's where I keep the scale. And we're going to do this together. And we're going to put it on the mark. This has been here for a long time. But this is the same spot that I weighed myself right there. And, all right, so I'm going to put the camera down. And, hold on one second. And I'll be right back. All right, y'all. It's done. The bed is made. Everything is neat and in order. Let's head out into the living room, the dining room, and let's start logging in what I am going to, what the scale said. All right, so let's head into the kitchen. And get the day started. So this is what I'm drinking is this sweet tangerine. I came out here and did it, but I forgot to film. I forgot to include you guys in it. So let's go on over here. And this is all the recycling that has to go. And I'm trying to clear this out so that way nothing is in here but the trash and this little laundry room. But I want to fill those up real fast and get all of that out of here. So that way, that's it. So let's get back into here. Whew, y'all. All right, let's get this day started. And I definitely am going to need this. I am making, this is for later, not for me, but I'm making hot dogs, but I want to make it like it's 4th of July. But I also want to make it like we're at a ballpark. So I was thinking, let me head you down here. And right here is my grill. And I want to take this grill out. And hold on. Let me leave that there for now. And I want to grill some hot dogs and some pork chops. Not for me, but for the husband. And I was also thinking about pulling out my, well, let's just see. Let's see. We got these are the things right here. We had to take the cabinet doors off. This was years ago. So we got all this stuff here. It needs to be dealt with. I don't like it. It's not eye candy. So we got the air fryer. We've got this is what I want to pull out. I want to pull out the steamer because I want to have that ballpark feeling. And I figure if I put the hot dogs in the kilbasa in a steamer, that would give it the more of a ballpark taste as opposed to boiling it in a pot. I even thought about putting it on this little George Foreman grill, but I think the best thing to do is to bring out the heavy artillery, that heavy grill. And I forgot to put this away last night, so I got to put that back up on the shelf. So y'all see this little area that we had to take the cabinets off. It's quite ugly. It's quite unattractive. But hey, this is real life. This is raw. And it is what it is. Y'all are more than welcome to buy me brand new No, I have the cabinet doors. We saved them. We just need to figure out what we're going to do. What we want to do. It's been like this for, I would probably say, ever since 2008. You know, you know how you buy something and it's not quite exactly what you want, but you got a good deal on it, and it's an 80-20 situation, and you're like, okay, we need to make changes and we need to make it work. And then you're young and you're vibrant and you're full of energy and you've got all these plans, you got all these ideas, and I don't know, time caught up with you or something went wrong, and things didn't get finished. All of this up here was supposed to be taken down so that we could build the type of cabinets that we wanted, right? But it never happened. It just never happened, you know? And it is what it is. So let's not get depressed or sad, because I am grateful. There are people right now who don't even have a home because of flood or hurricane or tornado. So, no. So let's see what's going on outside. So as y'all can see, I put my new hanging plant up, and got rid of that one where the birds had tore it up. And they better not tear this one up. But there's really not a lot of room in there for them to build a new nest. But it's okay. I had to do what I had to do. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And another thing I want to work on is the damage that was done. Because the blackbirds they were meant to be outdoors, and it turned out good. But over time, as you can see, that the butterflies that were there, that needs to be taken off. So what I'm going to use is that goo and get all of those white butterflies off of there, because they weren't white. You guys who've been with me for a while know that had, when I filmed doing it, that was all really, really pretty. Wow, that is a big mosquito. Look at that. I don't know if you guys can see, but that is a huge mosquito. Ooh-wee. Nah, honey, you ain't getting in here. All right, so let's go ahead and get you guys over to the table, and we'll figure out what we're going to do and stop looking at what we need to do. All right, hold on. Let me get this. Okay, now let me get some fragrance going. Let's see if yeah, that looks good. All right, so we got some fragrance going, and now we're going to get some music going, and we're going to start this day right. All right, y'all. Okay. Let's unzip this and get this log going. All right. Okay. Now the house is awake. We've got a nice fragrance going. We've got some jazz. And I am ready to start my day. And this time I've got hibiscus tea, but I also have my positive energy tea. And the thing is, I put one bag of the positive energy because I noticed that every time I put 2 bags in like 6 ounces of water, I have such a powerful workout, but then my hunger is increased. And that is the last thing that I want, is to have increased hunger. So I've got it with just one bag. So I just want enough to have a decent workout without too much of, you know, fuel uses. That freaking thing is still over there. That, what do you call it? That mosquito. Are you like determined to get in here or something? Okay. So let's go. Let's keep going. We are on, okay, Monday. I don't see a reason to keep these pages. I will never read them again. The journey is in my memory. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to log in the weight. So as you guys remember, the start date was 206 pounds, and we are now, so on day 84, we were 185 pounds. So now it is day what? What is the day? 94. 94. Really? Is it 94? Okay. So day 94, and we are 184. So put a little smiley face. So I lost 1 pound in a week. Well, 10 days, however you want to say it. I was supposed to have weighed myself Saturday, and it is Monday, and I was experiencing like flu-like symptoms. I was really sick, so I had to take NyQuil, and I took a lot of it, and I slept for 18 hours straight. Yeah, I did. 18 hours. That's nothing for me to sleep 18 hours. Especially after a good, 8 or 10 gulps of NyQuil. I know. You guys know I went cold turkey. I stopped doing it. I stopped with the sleeping pills, but I had legitimate reason to take it. Now, I know there was no legitimate reason for me to take 10 gulps, eight, I think it was like 8 or 9 gulps. Swallows, you know, let's say gulps, but it gave my body the rest that it needed. You know what I mean? So, so we're 184. I was hoping I would lose another 2 pounds, but 1 pound is fine. I'm grateful. Please do not get me wrong. I am extremely grateful to be at 184. That's 22 pounds in less than 3 months, because we started this journey, I think it was the beginning of April, like the second week of April, and here we are in the second week of July. So this is doggone good for a postmenopausal hyperthyroidism 56-year-old individual. But I will tell you what my concern is. My concern is, what are my LDLs going to look like? What are my liver enzymes going to look like? You know, is the fatty liver going to go down? Has it gone down? Because I stopped eating the sugars and the carbs and the things that had irritated my liver. What is it going to look like? I mean, all I can do is plead the blood over it. But I was a person who mostly ate white meat. I mostly ate chicken, turkey, shrimp, and crab. And since I've been on keto, I've been eating more red meat, you know. But my doctor said if it's grass-fed red meat, the lesser of the evils, he said you should be fine, you know. And I stopped eating kilbasas. I reduced the amount of bacon that I was eating. So y'all, I'm just hoping that this stuff shows up on my blood work. Like right now, I would love to go to Quest and get my blood work done. I actually could, because I haven't eaten anything in 18 hours, just this tea. You know, I really could go to Quest right now and go and get my blood work done. I really could, but I'm not. We'll keep going. We'll keep going because they said they wanted it to be 3 months, and we'll do 3 months. All right, but it says, okay, so this is Monday, so we already did this week 1, so this is 4 weeks. Let me see if you guys, yeah, 4 weeks of keto. Week 1 questions, week 2 week 2 questions, week 3 questions, and then week 4 questions. I want to increase my veggies, and I'm talking about keto friendly veggies. Like, I'm going to make some more keto soup. I want to, you know, eat more green leafy, what do you call it? I just want to eat more lettuce. Okay, so for question 1 for Monday, what is one thing that I will do today to honor my goals? I want to eat light. I want to eat lighter. Okay, I want to, how can I say this? I made all that taco meat, and it's going to take me a while to eat it all. So I'll probably share some or put it in the freezer. Can you put ground beef in the freezer after you cooked it? You should. You should be able to put a portion of it into the freezer. Yeah, so that's what I'll do. What is my keto goal this week? This is, what is one thing I will do today to honor my goals? Eat lighter. When I say eat lighter, I mean more white meat, you know, like chicken breast and keto soup. And then number 2 is, what is my keto goal for this week? This is redundant. What is one thing I will do to honor my goals? One thing, eat lighter. What is my keto goal for this week? Eat lighter. I'm just going to put cleaner meals. Not necessarily stricter, but cleaner. What will help me stay committed today? The feeling of lightweight, that lightweight, I didn't write it right, that lightweight feeling. Okay, so that's what's going to help me stay committed today, is that feeling that you have when you know that you've eaten clean. And, you know, and I just want to take it easy on my liver. Eat cleaner, eat lighter, because I want to help, how can I say this? I want to lighten up. I want to take it easy on my liver, okay? I want to just going to put liver and gallbladder, because I can't get my words together. In terms of my gallbladder and my liver, I really want, because I'm not taking liver enzymes anymore, so I really want to give my digestion, my digestion system a break, you know. I really do. So I'm going to drink a little bit of, what do you call it? Pickle juice. Pickle juice. I love sipping on pickle juice. So I'm going to sip on some pickle juice, and we'll see how that works. But other than that, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and take y'all back to the kitchen. And it'll probably be hours later, because right now I'm going to exercise. But I'm going to take y'all back to the kitchen, and we are going to grill those hot dogs. And I am going to also put some pork chops on the grill. I thought maybe I could air fry them. I thought maybe I could, you know, just fry them in the frying pan, but I'm thinking I want a little bit of that grilled taste. Have you noticed that no matter whatever you cook it on, right, will give you a distinctive taste? Like you can boil it in a pot, you can microwave it, you can put it on the broiler. That is a good idea. I could broil my hot dogs. I could broil the kilbasa. they're not for me, they're for my husband. I could put them on in the broiler and get that broiled taste like you would a crab cake. But of course I'm going to sample it. I sample what I cook, and I sample it as I go along, so to make sure it's got that perfect taste. But I was feeling like if I want that ballpark taste, right, then I could put it in the steamer, right? But then what if I put it on the grill, right? Use the side that has the ridges in it and give it that charred feeling. Because if I put it in the steamer, it's not going to have that char on it, unless I put it in the steamer first and then put it in the frying pan. But I ain't going through all that. So I think I'm gonna put it on the grill, let it char up a little bit, sprinkle a little liquid smoke on there to give it more of a smoky taste to it. And then I'm going to put some onions and sauerkraut on his hot dogs for him. And that will be really good. And then the other thing that I was gonna make, y'all, and tell me what you think. I'm gonna take and cook the kilbasa. I might not do that today though, the kilbasa. And then slice it at an angle to give it that elongated look. Put some little mini potatoes and sauerkraut and seasoning in the crock pot. It's like a rice cooker, multi-purpose rice cooker. Put it in there and make this like kraut meal, you know? Where did I get this idea of? Because I'm thinking about the Christmas market. Remember, I went to the Christmas market in Baltimore 2 years ago. That's three years ago. And they had the best of that German thing, what is it, bratwurst or it was some kind of big sausage. And this brother was cooking it. I mean, I was like, wow, this brother could cook. And it was the best I ever tasted. And it was $10 for one dog. $10. And I don't know, bratwurst or liverwurst. I can't remember what it was. And I mean, he put that sauerkraut and that onions on there, and I put a little mustard, and that thing was good. Gary and I had to split it because I wasn't paying $20 for 2 dogs. I don't care whether I had the money or not. I just wasn't doing it. I'm too frugal. I'm serious. I don't like feeling like I wasted money, or I don't like feeling like I'm been overcharged, you know? So yeah, y'all, that's what I'm going to do. I'm thinking about doing that, but having in that pot, and you can just spoon it out how you want. I think that would be kind of cool. And for me, I'll just taste it because I know that kilbasa, I don't care if it's turkey or chicken kilbasa, pork kilbasa, beef kilbasa, you know what I mean? It's still going to be high in saturated fat, and I got to make sure that my levels are, I want to say perfect, but I got to make sure that my levels are feeling right when I get this blood work done. I really do. But anyway, I will see y'all in a quick hot second. Y'all, I'm back. So I got the grill out, flipped it onto this side, and this is another piece of New York strip steak, and it is grass-fed. So I am going to put a little bit of meat tenderizer on it, just a little bit. I was supposed to put it on earlier, but I was doing something and I forgot. So I'm going to flip this over one more time and put a little bit of meat tenderizer on it. And then what I do, all right, I'm going to flip this back over again. You see that? That's what I'm liking. That's what I'm liking. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these tongs. And this is how I'm going to know. I have a hammer. I could hammer it. But With the hammer, we'll flatten it out a little more, but I'm just making sure by doing this, I am just feeling what the texture is on the inside. You understand what I'm saying? Because what happens is, that's how you find out, is that tenderizer getting through? What part of the meat is not being tenderized? You know what I'm saying? And by using that, I can feel the difference. Like right here, I need to put a little bit more tenderizer. And that's what I want to do. Just a tad, because this stuff is salty. And you guys know I'm really trying to get my LDLs down. They may even be down, y'all. But I just know that I wasn't a person that was eat a lot of red meat. That's what I'm trying to say. I wasn't heavy on red meat. All right, so we got my New York strip steak. And I'm going to flip it over. And I want to feel the difference. Okay, so this is really thick. So I'm gonna put a little bit more meat tenderizer on it. Just a little bit. Because I want it tender and I want it juicy. But I don't want it to be real salty. Alright? And I'm gonna flip it back over. I really believe that the more you flipping that stuff back over, so that, you know, maybe like every few minutes flip it over so that way it cooks evenly on each side. But you see that? That's what I wanted. And so this right here is kilbasa. And it's going to cook. It's going to take a little longer time to cook. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I could get a knife, but I'm going to take these kitchen scissors and I'm just going to cut and just put a few slits in here. It's just a me thing, y'all. You don't have to do this. I'm just sharing my life. Sharing my life. That's all. Just sharing my life. Okay. Now, these little pieces right here, one of these little pieces are going to be mine to just sample. But I sample everything. So we're going to just let that cook. And then once that is done, first thing I'm going to do, y'all, is I'm going to rinse off these pork chops. These center cut, like white meat. You know, the other white meat. So we're going to do that. But what I need to do while this is cooking is I need to add, I'm going to add some of my smoke on here. Because that's just really important. Let me stop. So I'm going to put just to pour a little bit of smoke. Because that's what I like. I did not saute the meat before or anything of that nature because I just wanted to throw it on the grill. When it comes to steak, it's all about preference. I don't like a lot of seasoning on my steak. I like salt. I like pepper, a pinch of garlic. And I like liquid smoke. I like steak sauce. You know, I like it to feel and taste like it came off the grill outside. And you can do that in the frying pan, or you can do it here on your own grill. So I'm going to close this up for now, and we're going to let that do its thing. And in the meantime, I have been fasting now. It's been 20 hours. What time is it? It's been 20 hours. And I want to keep this fast going. So, but when I do eat, I'll probably just eat my keto soup. Maybe I'll scramble up some eggs. But this right here is what I need to work on now. So we're going to leave that be. And then we're going to put some onions on the grill. And we're going to make it real good. So hold on. Okay, y'all, since y'all been gone, I have put a little smoked paprika on it. And I'm going to put a little bit of steak seasoning. Because this steak seasoning is a concoction that I made. So I know what is in here. Alright, and I'm going to put a little bit on this side. And I already put salt on it when you guys weren't here. So it's already got its salt. And I'm going to add a little bit of oregano. And this oregano is a concoction that I made. It has oregano, thyme, and parsley in it. But really, when it comes to steak, y'all, I just like salt and pepper. And that's just the main thing. If your steak is salted real good and peppered, salt and peppered good, you really don't need a whole lot of other stuff. And I don't always use, I don't always use tenderizer either. But I keep it just in case. Sometimes, I don't know, it all depends on the cut of the meat, the temperature, how you're cooking it, you know. So these are cooking slowly, but I wanted to see how I would like it on the grill. Because normally when I make kilbasa, depending on what I'm making it for, it's in a frying pan, or baking it in the oven, or broiling it in the oven. It all depends. And there have been times when I stuffed this in the microwave and I was good to go. So we got some onions here. I'm going to flip them over. Oh yeah, that's looking good. And these onions are not for the steak, because this steak is going to go, is for later. This is my steak. This right here is for Gary. This is what I'm going to sample. So we've got some onions that are going to go on top of this. And I'm going to make him the 2 hot dogs, or 2 kielbasa dogs. And now I have this bowl here of chopped red onion. See, I don't eat everything I fix, because red onion, it's not for keto. I stick to something different. But what I'm making is, I'm going to put these chops, after I wash them, on the grill. And then after that, I'm going to smother them with onions and gravy and mushroom and put them in a big old frying pan. Am I going to eat some? Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to eat some. So we're going to let this just cook for a while. This is taking too long. This might not have been a good idea, but it's okay. It's pre-cooked. I just wanted that ballpark flavor. So we're going to let this cook, and I'm going to wipe everything down, and then I'm going to be back in just a minute. All right, y'all. Y'all, look at this. My refrigerator is just full. I'm telling you the truth. Oh, man, I need a bigger refrigerator. I really do. I need a bigger kitchen. I need a bigger refrigerator. I need a bigger everything. This was not mine. That is something that Gary was going to cook, but it is dripping. He put it in here, and I'm going to have to clean this out. But as you can see, everything is freaking full. Y'all pray for me. Pray, seriously, pray for me. You guys are not praying for me. All right, let's get back to it. All right, y'all, I'm back, but we got some fuzz going on here. Hold on for a second. Let me clear this up. See how blurry that is? Oh my God. Hold on. All right, that might not be better because of this here. All right, so it might not have been my lens. All right, so yeah, it's not the lens. Okay, so what I'm making now, everything else is done, and these are the chops that I was talking about. I'm putting them on the grill, and I've already tenderized them. And when it comes to seasoning, I usually like the same stuff, but I'm going to give this a little bit of lemon juice because I want that lemon pepper flavor, just a little bit. So I'm going to flip these over. I've already salted them. I've already tenderized them. And I've already put a little bit of smoke on them because that's the flavor that I'm vibing, you know. These are shared pork chops. but I just want a little bit of lemon juice. So hold on. Okay guys, it is hours later, and for some reason what I was recording did not record, because I sampled the steak. And at the end of this video, you saw the steak, but you didn't hear me say anything. I tasted it. And I changed the flavoring, the seasoning on it. I added a little bit of avocado oil, and I added a little bit of paprika and smoked paprika, and I added something else. And what I wanted to tell you was the steak was tremendous. It was awesome. It was a little drier than the one when I had it pan fried, remember? But it was so tender. It just wasn't as juicy, which is fine with me. Okay, I also showed you the, I don't know, schnitzels. Let's just call it schnitzels. So what I made is I put, these are the kilbasas or bratwurst, whatever you want to call it. But this is kilbasa. And I made some sauerkraut, and I put onions and stone ground mustard. I recorded all of that, and I look and I can't find it. So if I find it, I will add it to this video, which will extend the time, of course, and I apologize. But this is how that came out, and I made some that I just took a piece and sampled it, and it was really good. But what I did was I put it inside of this oven after I grilled it, because I didn't want it to be dry. I wanted it to be juicy, and that turned out awesome. But there's only one left. I made two for my husband. He ate one. He loved it. He said it reminded him of that German market, and that was like, yes. So I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. I wanted it to taste like it was that German thing. Okay, so the pork chops, as you see in the thumbnail, are all done. And I put the onions and I put the mushrooms in the pan with the gravy, and they are done. They are good. That part of the video was also damaged, or I mean, not damaged. I thought I was recording. Obviously, I wasn't recording, because when I put everything together, it was nothing there. But like I said, if I find it, I'll put it in this video some kind of way. But there you have it. So I did a lot of cooking today, y'all, and this is going to take care of us for the next couple of days. So I'm good. I'm good. I'm still going to make, I have over here in the sink right here, I'm going to, you know what I mean. I'm going to wash these up. These have been in the freezer for a long time, so I'm going to check them to see if they're still good. They should be. And then that is it. That is it, y'all. And listen, let me ask y'all a question. My rugs, I buy these kitchen rugs from Amazon, and every time I vacuum, this is what happens. You see that right there? See that right there? You see that right there? The only one that's not is the one in there that's not coming up. So I need to get some more rugs in here. But if you know, recommend any kind of rug that will not curl up. I mean, I got the tape down and everything. I'm telling you, it's me vacuuming like a crazy person, or it's got to be my fault. I know everybody. I know people don't have this problem like I do. I hate those edges curling up like that, and I don't know what to do about it. So if you have any suggestions, drop it in the comments. And thank you all so much for your support and your love. And I'm sorry that the video was messed up. I was giving shout outs to people. I gave shout out to Travel Lady and Cherie and Tony, thanking you all for your love and support. You know, I mean, and it was all just gone. I can't remember everything that I said, but there's the finished product. We're good. I ain't got to worry about nothing else. Side dishes for this stuff: salad. Salad for everybody. Lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, salad dressing, and then asparagus, which I am just going to throw that in the air fryer, and then we're done. And I mean, I just don't even remember how much stuff was lost. I remember sharing with you guys, you know, so much, and I can't find it. I can't find it anywhere. I showed y'all my terrible looking cabinets. I showed you my steamers and my air fryers and my inductions, and I showed you all the things I use to cook with. And I can't find it. So I'm out of here. Y'all have a blessed day, and I'll see ya.